Hey folks, Duke CT here, and yeah, so that happened. If you haven't heard the news, Spike TV has canceled TNA Impact Wrestling. This is going to bring some interesting changes now, isn't it? Now, I don't know if the company's going to go out of business. Maybe they just signed a new TV deal in the UK. They have, I mean, maybe they're going to transfer everything to the UK. I don't know, they're going to put stuff on YouTube. Hell, put stuff on Hulu online distributions. I think they should just go nuts and partner up with Netflix, because, hey, they just recently got 50 million subscribers. And a lot more interesting up in the WWE network, which, might not have its big thing. And I don't want it to be. I don't want, wrestling to go this. And people be happy. Probably people are happy about this right now. People are loving it right now because TNA is gone. I know some people are happy about this. I'm not. For TNA, for all its idiotic decisions, for all its stupid things, it's, it still has some good moments and stories with wrestling. Hell, TNA anniversary, I really enjoyed. I was working on a review till some stuff happened in real life. I've heard the news. My cat I owned for like 14 years, Smokey, passed away this weekend. Yeah, so I'm writing and other stuff is happening in my personal life. My depression, because I suffered through it, and well, let's just say it's been back with a vengeance and such. So I've been in this very, very, very sad loss. Like, don't worry, people. I'm getting help, so you don't have to worry about me. And with all this news coming down and everything else, it's not really a good time for me. So yeah, but I don't know what's going to happen here. I just don't know. It's again, don't be people. You should not be happy about this. You should not be cheering in the streets. Some people will cheer for it because there's a lot of people who lose their jobs because of this. And Lord knows, man, in this economy, everyone needs to get what they can get right now. And on top of that, the people think that Ring of Honor or the new Jarrett promotion is going to be right up there. I mean, let's be real here. First off, Ring of Honor is a very niche company, and people and I don't want to be the negative guy here, but Ring of Honor, especially after Best in the World, which was a good pay-per-view, wasn't, to me, in my personal opinion, was one of the main things. I can't really get into Ring of Honor. I stopped watching. Besides the production values, things were just too, everything was so, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, and everything else like that. I couldn't stand that. I couldn't stand. I mean, the way Elgin and Adam Cole match finishes stuff, I was like, I said, this is the reason why I stopped watching Ring of Honor. This is one of the main reasons why I stopped watching, is because stuff like this. And I got something high. And it carries itself too much like a UFC, trying to be way too serious, which to me misses the entire point of professional wrestling. You need to have a little fun in there. That's why, guys with personality in Ring of Honor are very few and far between. I mean, people will tout Adam Cole, but honestly, Adam Cole is just, to me, a failed mixture of Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, just trying a little too hard, and people say, oh, he's evil and such, and people say, oh, he's on his, he's just about to hit his stride. I'm like, why would you give a title to a person that's just about to hit his stride instead of someone who's on his stride? Makes no sense to me. Also, didn't make sense when you put a tag team guy as your world champion and not put it on Michael Elgin. That's just my personal thing. I'm sorry, it's just doesn't click. Doesn't click with me. Also, I just don't like the way Adam Cole wrestles and such. You know, it's just my little stuff here, and is that why should a person who is supposedly hating heel try to do all these moves that will eventually get popped for the audience? I never got that. I mean, you're trying to get the internet audience with 4-star matches. I think Shane Helms said that. I think his issue, which comes out, I think he said that in his trailer, saying, yeah, you get your 4 internet matches. I mean, that's stupid because you're not doing your job. You're just trying to please these guys without doing your job, you know. I mean, it's just like, you know, that's why you're still in independence and such. To me, that's fine. You can do the moves, but it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my personal thing, but when you're a villain, hell, you can do some cool stuff, but you should not outshine the hero to a point that people want to see the hero instead of like people with you instead of the villain. I mean, you the villain instead of being hero. I mean, people love the Joker, but at the end of the day, Batman's the one who's going to stop him, and Batman's eventually going to stop him. You know, that sort of thing. I don't know. It just always bothers me and such that, you know, same thing. Because if everyone taking the Marvel stuff, I mean, the Avengers. I mean, sure, Ultron, Loki, Thanos, and all those guys are cool. But eventually, the good guys, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, and what have you, they're going to have to triumph. They are the main people who will save the day. And it seems like, Ring of Honor, it just seems like you do these string of moves, even though you're not one. And this is why I like Silas Young, because he is this, old school heel that I think I see him and Kevin Sanders probably a really good match. Is actually him not doing anything athletic, doing really these like basic things. And he did them so well. I was like, man, if only Adam Cole could do something like that. Instead of doing his moves to please the audience and trying to be doing these babyface moves, he should be doing these heel things that people are like, oh, I hate him doing that type of stuff. That sort of thing. And let the good guy, the hero, do his big crowd-pleasing moves as well. That would actually be a lot more better, psychology and such. I don't know, just trying to way to be cool, trying to be like the NWO, man. I don't know, just like, that's my thing. But anyway, back to the main point. TNA, I don't want them to die out. I don't want Ring of Honor to die out. I don't want anyone to die out. But it just seems to me that a lot of these companies just, just to see, like, when I look at these news and look how bad things are, maybe WWE is going to go down because they have this huge class lawsuits happening. Your network's not doing too well. TNA, now they are basically homeless. They have no tape TV. Well, I mean, this is not the first time they've been in this position. I hope someone picks them up because I don't want to see this thing fail. I want Jared's promotion to do well and everything else. I want these companies to thrive. I want them to thrive and become, wrestling, because right now I think wrestling is in a very dark place. And if you cheer one thing this goes down, do not be surprised if you end up with something like Ring of Honor being the #1 company in the world and wrestling in North America. If that's the case, then things are truly bad, because Ring of Honor, as much as I like them, they neglect the other side. They neglect the theatrical parts of wrestling. They neglect that part, so much so to their own detriment. And TNA goes too far in that part without respecting the realism and such. And WWE does the same thing, and they just do it very haphazardly. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, and I hope things get work. I hope things get better, because if they don't, well, things are going to be a lot more interesting. And I don't want to be here like 2 or 3 years from now saying, North America wrestling is dead. I don't want that. Period. Anyway, it's just some late night ranting. It's like, 2 o'clock in the morning here, so I gotta go and hit bed and everything. Anyways, Duke CT here. Peace and love. I'll see you when I see y'all later.